In the vast, sun-baked plains of the ancient Near East, a story unfolded that has captivated generations of readers with its blend of the supernatural, the comical, and the deeply theological. The tale of Balaam, a seer hired by the Moabite king Balak to curse the Israelites, is not just a quirky narrative, but a profound exploration of human nature, divine sovereignty, and the complexities of faith. This story, found in the Book of Numbers, is a tapestry woven with themes of sight and blindness, power and impotence, and the ultimate control of God over human affairs. As we delve into this narrative, we will uncover the layers of meaning that make it a timeless parable. The story begins with a stark and terrifying image. The Moabite king, Balak, standing atop a hill, looking down at the vast expanse of the Israelite camp. The sheer magnitude of the Israelites, a people who have just emerged from centuries of slavery in Egypt, fills Balak with dread. He sees them not just as a multitude, but as a threat, a swarm of locusts that could devour everything in their path. This image of the Israelites as a devouring force is a deliberate echo of the plagues in Egypt, where the Hebrews were once perceived as a creeping, swarming menace. The parallel is not coincidental. It underscores the continuity of the Israelites' journey and the consistent fear they inspire in those who oppose them. Balak's fear is not unfounded. The Israelites are many and they are mighty. The Hebrew words Rabbim and Atsumim, meaning many and mighty, are deliberately used to evoke the same terms that describe the Israelites' growth in Egypt. Just as the Egyptians once loathed the Hebrews for their numbers, so too does Balak. The fear of being overwhelmed by a foreign people is a universal human emotion, and Balak's response is a primal one. He seeks to protect his kingdom by enlisting the help of a powerful seer, Balaam. Balaam is a man of extraordinary reputation, known far and wide for his ability to bless and curse. Balak believes that if Balaam can be persuaded to curse the Israelites, their destruction will be assured. This belief is rooted in a polytheistic world, where the power of curses and blessings is attributed to various deities and their human intermediaries. Balak, like many ancient rulers, sees the world in terms of magical forces that can be manipulated to one's advantage. He sends a delegation, including the elders of Midian, to Balaam with an offer of great wealth and honor in exchange for his services. When the delegation arrives at Balaam's home, they present their request, and Balaam, true to his reputation, listens. But the story takes a surprising turn when God appears to Balaam in a night vision. This is a significant moment, for in the biblical narrative, God typically appears to non-Israelites in such visions. It is a sign of God's engagement with the world beyond the chosen people, a reminder that his sovereignty extends to all nations. God's appearance to Balaam is not a call to blessing or cursing, but a command to wait. Balaam is instructed to stay where he is until God gives further instructions. Balaam, however, is torn. On the one hand, he is a man of faith, recognizing that God's will must be obeyed. On the other hand, he is a man of ambition, tempted by the promise of wealth and power. This internal conflict is a common human experience, the struggle between duty and desire. Balaam's response to God is a model of humility. He tells the delegation that he must wait for God's word before he can make any decision. The delegation, undeterred, returns to Balak with Balaam's message, and Balak, in his desperation, sends a second, more lavish delegation. This time, the offer is more explicit. Balaam will be honored and rewarded beyond measure. God appears to Balaam again, this time giving him permission to go with the men, but with a crucial caveat. Balaam must only speak the words that God gives him. This is a pivotal moment in the story, for it sets the stage for the ensuing drama. Balaam, now with the divine sanction, sets out on his journey, but his path is not smooth. As he travels, an angel of the Lord stands in his way, visible only to his donkey. The donkey, sensing the divine presence, tries to avoid the angel, causing Balaam to become increasingly frustrated. In a moment of comic absurdity, the donkey speaks, rebuking Balaam for his harsh treatment. This scene is one of the most memorable in the biblical narrative, not only for its humorous elements, but for its deeper theological significance. The donkey, a lowly animal, sees what Balaam, a man of great repute, cannot. This inversion of roles is a powerful metaphor for the blindness of human pride and the clarity of divine revelation. Balaam, who prides himself on his ability to see the future, is blinded by his own ambition. The donkey, on the other hand, is a symbol of humility and obedience, traits that Balaam must learn to embrace. When Balaam finally sees the angel, he is humbled and prostrates himself. The angel, sword in hand, confronts Balaam with the same words he had used against his donkey, creating a poignant parallel. This scene is a masterclass in biblical irony, where the tables are turned, and the supposed master is revealed to be the one in need of correction. The angel's message is clear. Balaam must go to Balak, but he must not deviate from God's will. When Balaam arrives at Balak's court, the Moabite king is overjoyed, believing that his plan is coming to fruition. Balak, blind to the divine intervention, leads Balaam to various high places, hoping to find the perfect vantage point from which to curse the Israelites. But each time Balaam opens his mouth, he speaks only words of blessing. The curses that Balak so desperately seeks are transformed into blessings, a testament to God's sovereignty over human intentions. The story of Balaam and Balak is a rich tapestry of themes, each thread weaving together to create a powerful narrative. At its core, the story is a reminder of the limits of human power and the ultimate control of God over the affairs of nations. Balaam, despite his reputation and abilities, is a mere instrument in God's hands. His attempts to curse the Israelites are thwarted at every turn, and his words become a testimony to God's favor. The story also explores the dangers of pride and the importance of humility. Balaam, like many of us, is tempted by the lure of wealth and recognition. He must learn that true greatness comes not from human accolades, but from obedience to God's will. The donkey, in its simple faith, provides a powerful contrast to Balaam's ambition, reminding us that sometimes the least likely of creatures can offer the most profound lessons. In the end, the story of Balaam and Balak is a call to trust in God's wisdom and to recognize that his ways are higher than our ways. The Israelites, a people once enslaved and now free, are a testament to God's faithfulness. Their journey, fraught with challenges and trials, is a reminder that God's purposes are not always immediately apparent, but are always just and good. The story concludes with a short, powerful message. God alone controls the fate of nations, and those who seek to oppose his will are ultimately humbled. The Moabite king, Balak, and the seer, Balaam, are left to ponder the mystery of God's sovereignty, a mystery that continues to unfold in the lives of all who seek to understand the divine will.